Fednow is launching here today, and a lot of people are excited and thinking that XRP is going to pump up in price because they're actually going to use XRP. I want to talk about that, the likelihood. Also talk about what happens if they don't use XRP. We also have a new country that's banning crypto here today. We should probably talk about that, what that means for the crypto industry and whether that's bad or good. And then also talk about some news with Binance. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on that bell notification underneath the video. Also, there are links to moomoo in case you want some free stocks, to the Patreon in case you want to know what I'm buying and selling. And also, there's a link down there to Margex in case you want to trade crypto on leverage. Now, let's get into it. The market's looking pretty good. Yesterday, we had a couple big earnings from Tesla and Netflix. They are both down right now, but overall, crypto seems to be holding up well. The stock market seems to be holding up pretty well outside of those few key names. Bitcoin pushing that upper area that we've been kind of bouncing against, 30,200. We haven't really broken 30,300 in a few days, but overall looking pretty good. XRP actually made a big run yesterday, up to 81 cents. Let's pull up the chart here. It's actually looking like a pretty bullish chart when you zoom out a little bit. Up and then the consolidation now starting to move up slowly. And then we have come down a little bit, just a few cents. A lot of people thinking that XRP is going to do really well in the short term and the long term, I guess. But as I covered in my video yesterday, BitBoy thinks $15 is reasonable over the next 18 months or so. If they IPO, they could go up to $35. So a lot of people think they could do well. And part of that is because of Fednow. Fed is set to launch long-awaited instant payment service modernizing system, and that's here today. The U.S. Federal Reserve is due to imminently launch a long-awaited service that will aim to modernize the country's payment system by eventually allowing everyday Americans to send and receive funds in seconds, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The Fednow service, which has been in the works since 2019, will seek to eliminate the several-day lag it commonly takes cash transfers to settle, bring the U.S. in line with countries including the United Kingdom, India, Brazil, as well as the European Union, where similar services have existed for years. So it's launching with 41 banks and 15 service providers certified to use the service, including community banks and large lenders like JP Morgan, New York Mellon, US Bancorp, and the Fed plans to onboard more banks and credit unions this year. Now, a lot of people think that they're actually going to use XRP. XRP Ripple will be the next payment infrastructure announcement, ISO 222 Fednow. This will send many of the payment-related crypto coins pretty much exploding. So yesterday, XRP up 8.6%, XLM up 26%. So there are a lot of people getting ready for an announcement like this. Is this crazy? Well, the Bank of Japan actually decided to use XRP to facilitate cross-border payments just recently in the last week or so after that SEC announcement. Maybe the government knew exactly how the judge would react. Maybe they knew and they had everything set up. It might take a little bit of time though. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't use XRP. I'm not saying that they will or they won't, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't, just trying to control their own currency a little bit more, not trying to pump up the crypto market. I wouldn't be surprised if they just use the US dollar instead. And if they don't use XRP, I think we will probably see a bit of a pullback. I mean, that's why a lot of the bulls have bought XRP, is because they think that it's going to be used for banking payments and transfers. And a lot of people have bought just over the last week. So if that catalyst doesn't happen, we'll see probably a little bit of a sell-off. Now, if it does happen, I wouldn't be surprised to see the price skyrocket way more than it did even here after the SEC judge decision. But we'll have to wait. I'm not trying to tell you what's going to happen because I don't know what's going to happen. But I would just be a little bit cautious, right? Make sure that you have some money on the sidelines in case you do want to average a little bit more into XRP. So let's move on from that. Kuwait bans Bitcoin, including investing in mining and other alts, in an effort to reduce money laundering and terrorist financing. A lot of people will read this, think that's pretty bearish. I will say I don't think it really matters. Long term, countries ban Bitcoin, countries ban crypto, countries adopt Bitcoin, countries adopt crypto. I don't think it will really matter too much, and they can change their mind. I mean, the US is fighting, different agencies are fighting to control crypto, and it's obviously a lot more significant than Kuwait. Now, in the past, some countries that have pushed out crypto, people have actually adopted it more. It actually brings more attention to it, and then people realize what it does, and then they actually want a piece of it. Crypto usage recently went up significantly in Turkey as people try to manage inflation and sizable volatility in their fiat currency, which has gone up and inflated like 100% each year. Turkey's government placed a partial ban on crypto usage, and yet the number of crypto users continue to rise. So just because a country bans crypto doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to go away and people aren't going to use it. Keep that in mind when future countries ban crypto as well. Adam Cochran has been covering Binance significantly, pretty much every single day, usually multiple times a day. He has something to talk about Binance. But recently, he points out that CZ is paying 10% for people to lock up their TUSD for 150 days in a campaign targeted at their most inexperienced users. I have talked about TUSD, so I won't talk about it here. I would not keep any crypto or any of my stablecoin in TUSD. Just to be clear, Binance uses it, but it sounds like there's some kind of backroom deal where they needed extra money. It's pretty sketchy. It's a very small market cap too for one of the largest exchanges out there to use as pretty much their preferred stablecoin. He says, totally normal and healthy given all that CZ knows about TUSD. Totally just for. Why wouldn't you promo Sun all the time, right? I think for anyone that's been around in crypto through the last bull run too, just the fact that they give a 10% APR or APY is some cause for concern. There's a reason that they're trying to give a 10% APR or APY, and I just won't trust it. I don't trust yields like that on stable coins anymore. I don't trust yields on really any crypto except for ones that you just stake. Either they're just trying to pull in a bunch of users and there could be something sketchy there, or they're inflating the supply, it's not backed fully, or something else. They're lending out the crypto. Now here, I think it could be something even different from that. I won't go into all my guesses because I've done that in previous videos, but I would just be careful of any yield generating asset that's not just staking in crypto. But let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Even staking, recently Vitalik said that he doesn't even stake his own ETH, and he's a creator of ETH or one of them. So I am a little bit cautious to even stake like that. Honestly, when crypto gets more mainstream and when we can just buy it at a bank, then I think more people will consider it, especially if there is some kind of insurance on it. But let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know where you think XRP is going. Do you think they're going to be used by Fednow? Let me know in the comments section. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Check out those links, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.